Okay, so the quality of this video is absolutely outstanding. 100%. Wow. God. Yeah, I'm filming this on an iPad. It is so difficult for me to fit in at school because I don't feel like I fit into a lot of categories. Like, I look very, alternative and spooky or something right now, but most days I look sort of just like hipster or normal, lazy. And it's really difficult because when you start, I feel like as soon as I start putting effort into my appearance to look more, socially acceptable, like the standard of beauty that is more accepted by people, I get like rejected or looked at strangely by my less popular friends. My nose is running. Oh, allergy. I'm trying to hang out with more types of people, but it's just, it's difficult because I feel like I won't be accepted anywhere. I feel like I don't belong in any sort of group because I'm not the most, I'm not super alternative and I'm not super popular. I think there's always like feelings of not fitting in, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not talking to anyone. It's hard to fit in. There's no sort of goths at my school. There's no one that I've found that listens to the same music I do, and I get made fun of by my friends and stuff because they dislike my music so much. They don't want me to play my music. They don't want to hear my music. And it's upsetting because even though I find those similarities with the more alternative kids where we're not, we're not completely in the mainstream culture, I'm not fully accepted. I'm not really part of it because I'm not listening to 21 Pilots and watching tons of anime and stuff. And I mean, everyone's, an individual. Everyone has their own things that they like and dislike. And so it's just hard for me to go to school and not see individuals or people expressing themselves as individuals. Because there's like two tribes. You're either popular or very unpopular. And it's just hard because I'm not sure where I fit. You know what I mean? I feel on YouTube there's been like tons of discussions about how there's too much materialism in goth. There's too much elitism and people just trying way too hard to be the gothiest goth ever lived, and how it's all about the music and it's all about going back to the 80s and where it all started, and the culture and stuff has changed, and that's true. I just feel so bad because I even don't fit in there because I'm not. I mean, I on YouTube, they were saying, you don't have to always look goth, but it's just hard for me because I look goth maybe once every 2 weeks or something. Just because it's so scary to go to school and feel that people are staring at you in the hallways and stuff because they think you look weird. And I think that's also why people don't show themselves off as individuals, because it's not seen as cool, I guess. It's not a cool thing where I live. You know, I live in a very, like, liberal place, too, which is funny because there's so much lack of diversity when we are also accepting, you know. I mean, in some ways, there's a lot more acceptance and diversity. I know, I'm almost only friends with people who don't identify as straight. There's lots of people changing their genders every couple of months. But, crap, that scared me. Poster just fell down. Okay. A couple of my friends have said, "Oh, you're so goth. You look so goth today," and stuff. And I always tell them, every time, "Oh, I'm not goth. I'm not trying to look goth." But that's because I'm scared, because I don't feel like I'm good enough to be goth. Again, I wear colors. I wear colors all the time. You know, I'm wearing black right now. I'm wearing all black. But that's not a regular thing. This is not the makeup I wore to school, and I'm not very good at makeup. But, so I don't really do it that often. But anyways, I always say, you know, I'm not goth. Sometimes they're like, "Oh, but you are." I'm saying, no, I'm not goth. Because I'm scared, because I don't think I'll be accepted in the goth community, because even though I listen to the music and idolize a lot of the, like, kings and queens, like, I love Susie Sue, and Andrew Elridge is, like, my god, I still just don't feel like it's good enough, because I've only been obsessed with it for, like, a year and a half. I don't know. I think, you know, we are supposed to be, everyone's, like, supposed to be insecure about it in the beginning and trying to learn more, and just, that should be the main thing. It completely fell down, and my nose is running. That's attractive. Okay. As a new person discovering the goth scene, I am so excited and so happy to learn and grow, but it's just, it's so hard to come into it and feel like general society doesn't accept you. Your parents don't like it. Your friends don't like it. And then to also feel like you're scared that other people will think you're a poser. Can't believe I just used that word, but it's true, they will, and I mean, I'm not sure if they will, but I feel that insecurity inside of me, and that's why I always deny. I'm not goth. I don't have a label. And even though I wouldn't really personally want to use a label, I would like to say I listen to basically only gothic music, and I like gothic fashion, but I'm just not sure what the requirements are. I feel like you can only call yourself goth if you are goth like 90% of the time. And I'm not, because I'm a person. This is so ranty. Anyways, I'm not sure how to end this video, because even though people have discussed this issue so very much and talked about how goth scene will die if we don't accept the baby bats and stuff, or baby bats, that's a bad thing to say, isn't it? Accept the new people. I lost my train of thought. On YouTube, they're saying that the goth scene will die because they're elitists, and older goths aren't accepting newer ones because they think they aren't good enough, and the scene's changing, and it's sad. It's really sad. I don't know, I'm really trying. I really like 80s music. I really like 80s goth and stuff, but it isn't that anymore. If I like see a goth, which I rarely do, if I see them, they're not gonna look like they're from the 80s. I remember I went to San Francisco and I was so very excited because I went into this like antique store thing. No, not antique. It was like a store with these old like 20s clothing and such, and I saw my very first like 80s goth person and I just freaked out. This is only several months ago and I was so excited. I was like crazy and I wanted to go talk to them, but I was too scared because I didn't look goth at all that day, and I'd be like talking to them and I wanted to like talk about their winkle pickers. But I wasn't wearing my winkle pickers. I didn't feel like I could approach them. And I was so excited to see them. And I think we just, I don't know, we need that excitement back, you know? Not everyone's gonna be a perfect goth. You're not gonna always look like a goth. And I'm sure if I had approached her, she would have, like, thought it was cool or something. But I didn't feel like I was goth enough to even talk to her. Which is so stupid. It's so stupid. Anyways, I don't know what to say. I don't think there's really a way to fix the issue. I'm not even certain there is an issue. There's just a collective sort of insecurity about how goth you are. Because there's all this Instagram and stuff and YouTube, and it looks like everyone's so goth, but really they aren't. And I just am not sure where and when you should use the word goth and how you should call someone a goth. I don't know. Those are just my thoughts. I don't know if anyone's gonna watch this, but if they do, someone watches it, I hope it's part of the discussion, you know, I don't know. I just wanted to contribute a little bit, my thoughts. It was ranty, but yeah. Okay. Bye-bye.